Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies are the real deal. From barely making the playoffs last year to potential title contenders. Now, if you've been keeping up with the NBA this season, which I hope you have, because I don't know why you'd be watching my channel if you haven't. But if you have, you will know the Memphis Grizzlies has been balling. They took the lead by storm with their robust defense, hustle, and also their ameliorated offense. They currently sit on the top of the Western Conference with a whopping record of 53 wins to 23 losses. They're second behind the Phoenix Suns. So as we can see, they've been dominating the league with their unforeseen leap. Now Ja Morant. I've made a couple of videos on Ja and his tremendous leap in the past. It's clear his MVP caliber play has led them to the forefront. However, I want to take this time to talk about the other guys. Because as great as Ja is, the dominance that the Memphis Grizzlies has been displaying comes from teamwork. You don't acquire 53 wins and counting from a one-man band, at least not often. The first player I want to highlight is Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson is arguably the most important player on that Grizzlies team. And I know that sounds quite wild, especially when you have a player of Ja Morant's caliber. However, Jaren is the heart and soul of that team. A Draymond Green, if you will. His numbers may not wow you, but his impact speaks for itself. Now, another vital piece to this Grizzlies ball club is Desmond Bane. Desmond is the Grizzlies' second leading scorer after Ja, and arguably the Grizzlies' most persistent three-point shooter. And even if you don't agree there, he's clearly the most efficient one. Desmond is currently shooting 43% from the three-point line. Desmond can also be in the most improved player of the year conversation. Now, obviously, most feel like Ja has that award in a stranglehold, and he most likely is going to win it. However, will you go from averaging 9 points to averaging 19 points a game in between seasons? You should be in that conversation. Another very important piece to that Memphis Grizzlies repertoire is Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks is currently averaging 18 points a game, which is a career high for him. And as you can see, he contributes a lot from a scorer's perspective. In fact, over 7 Grizzly players are averaging 10 or more points, which shows you the togetherness and commitment of these players. So when graded the unity and the commitment on both ends of the floor by this young club, are they a legitimate championship contending team? I think so. When looking at their record, even without their best player, it's quite remarkable. They're 18-2 without Ja. 18 wins, 2 losses. That's historically great. In fact, that's the third highest percentage in NBA history when a team is playing at least 10 games without an all-star. Another robust stat to look at is the Memphis Grizzlies averaged 27.2 assists a game, even when Ja's out the lineup. Also, within that run without Ja, the Memphis Grizzlies are number 1 in defensive rating and 3rd in offensive rating. And if those numbers don't scream championship contender, then I don't know what to tell you. And again, that's without their star player. Now, when Ja is playing, their defensive rating has dropped a bit. However, that's to be expected when comparing 56 games to only 20 games. The defensive rating when Ja plays is the 11th rank. However, when Ja plays, the steals, blocks, and turnovers per game averages shoots up. When Ja is playing, they're number 1 in steals and blocks. They're also 5th when it comes to taking care of the ball. And that's the stat that gets me. Because for this ball club to be so young, yet they take care of the ball so well, says a lot. They're also number 1 in points per game, rebounds per game, and 6 in assists per game. Now, I don't know where I would rank the Memphis Grizzlies in terms of championship contenders, but I know they're not in that group. They're young and hungry, man. And I could see them doing a lot of damage in the postseason. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm out.